I Used to Think by Trumbull Stickney, 1874 to 1904. I used to think the mind essential in the body, even as stood the body essential in the mind. Two inseparable things, by nature equal and similar, and in creation's song having the total scale. It's not so. Unlike and cross like driftwood sticks they come, churned in the giddy trough, a chunk of pine, a slab of rosewood, mangled each on each with knocks and friction, or in deadly pain, sheathing each other's splinters, till at last, without all stuff or shape, they're jetted up, where in the bluish moisture rot whatever was vomited in horror from the sea. Okay, this poem is by Trumbull Stickney. Trumbull Stickney was an American. He was born in Geneva and he grew up in many different places, in Germany, in Italy, in France, in London, in New York. He went to Harvard University and then he got a doctorate at the Sorbonne in Paris. So what's this poem about? Well, it's titled I Used to Think. And I think it's talking about the relationship between the mind and the body. And he used to think that the two of the body and the mind were in perfect harmony. But as he's got older, his view of this has changed completely. So I used to think the mind essential in the body. Okay, the mind and the body are together, even as stood the body essential in the mind. So yeah, the body and the mind are essential to each other. Two inseparable things, by nature equal and similar. Yeah, so they're inseparable and they are equal in their nature. And in creation's song, having the total scale. So together they make a perfect harmony. And here we have the Volta. This is where it changes. It is not so. Now he has changed his mind. He says that this is not so. Unlike and cross like driftwood sticks they come. So driftwood is pieces of wood floating in the sea. And dissimilar and crossed over, incompatible, forced together. Churned in the giddy trough. So you have the wave, the crest of the wave, and then the trough. So here he's thinking about this driftwood, these sticks of driftwood in the trough of the wave, and they are just pushed together. Churned in the giddy trough. Churn, moved around, mixed up in the giddy, the dizzy. If you're giddy, your head's going round and round. Yeah? So they just forced together and mixed up by circumstance. A chunk of pine, a slab of rosewood. So a piece of pine wood, a piece of another piece of rosewood mixed together. Yeah. So he's saying that the mind and the body are forced together, mangled each on each with knocks and friction. So they're mangled, they're crushed together with each other with knocks. So this driftwood in this trough is knocking and it's rubbing or in deadly pain, sheathing each other's splinters. So the body and the mind, they cover each other in splinters, because the mind wants to do one set of things and the body wants to do others. Yeah, and very often the desires of the mind and the desires of the body, these are completely different things, and they go in completely different ways. And they rub it against each other, and they put splinters in each other's objectives, till at last, without all stuff or shape, they're jetted up. So till finally, without any shape, all of these things in this trough crushed together, they are jetted, they're thrown up, where in the bluish moisture rot whatever has vomited in horror from the sea. So I think now I have the image of what was in the trough of the wave. It's all been vomited, it's all been thrown onto the shore, and you find this mixture of different things, of flotsam and jetsam on the beach. Yeah, and it's damp with blue moisture, and it smells rotten. Yeah, and this is something that you would find on the edge of the sea, and this is what has come out with the mixture of body and mind. And he's saying that body and mind are totally incompatible, and they are both victim of circumstance. I also have the idea with that things and circumstances come into our minds, and these are all mixed up and put together, and then finally they're thrown up on the shore, and this is our opinion of things, or our opinions of life, how we see things, and that's how these things have been formed. Anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. I Used to Think by Trumbull Stickney.